Hi, and welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence. Today we're going to take a look at the Masters of the Universe Origins Teela and Zoar 2-pack. I got this from BBTS, Big Bad Toy Store. It is an online exclusive. Entertainment Earth or Dorkside, I believe one of them carries it, but I will drop a link to BBTS so you can order it if you are interested. So before we get started looking at this wonderful looking toy, take a second, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button so you're notified whenever I do Master Universe. I can tell you I have a lot of Motu stuff coming in. And hit that like. Everything helps with the analytics. Now, enough with that, because I know you've already done it. Let's get into this thing. So, quickly, let's just take a look at this. So, in the box here, we have Teela, we have Zoar. Now, she is a repaint, but I do believe she has a new head sculpt. And her paint is completely different. And then you can look up here. You can see Zoar. You can see Teela. They even have Castle Grayskull on it. One thing that's really cool is they have this little kid playing. And on the original, in this picture right here, you can see they had a picture of a kid also playing with Zoar. So it's really cool. I love what they do. It's the 40th anniversary, but they do a wonderful job of making it so, like, if we saw this, like, that's exactly what I had, even though it's clearly different. Then on the back here, we have some other wonderful artwork, including Screech. Not Screech from Saved by the Bell. He's passed on. Anyway, then you have Teela and Skeletor fighting. And then you have the Wave. And as I said, some of these I might just be getting in very, very soon. And then you also have the Rotan, which I've actually passed getting it because I'm doing what a lot of people do and hoping it goes on sale. So anyway, on the side art, again, you have this little creature here. But anyway, enough of looking at me. You want to look at this figure. So let's take a look at this figure. And then you guys can decide whether or not you want to jump on BBTS and order. Yeah, it's $30, so not that bad for a 2-pack. You hear that, Hasbro? Not that bad for a 2-pack. Let's take a look at this. Alright, so quickly, here's the back of the box, and it tells you how you can activate his Zora's wings and how everything else goes on. And I did watch another review. I kind of forgot, but this thing was always kind of a pain to get on. So, but it tells you exactly how it's supposed to be done. Let's try it. We'll see. Oops. So take Zora on the back here. You can see there's a little spot. And you make the wings just kind of flap. So, cool little action motion, especially if you're going to be playing with your kids. Very, very vibrant color scheme of this orange, white, and blue. It looks pretty cool. Very basic. You know, you have your feet here. No real paint apps. It's just all going to be one color. This is something that really feels like it's straight out of the 80s, but I know that they did change where this is at, so it's not the exact same like most things with Master Universe. Then here's Zora's stand. I did watch, and they said he had a hard time getting it on, and I just popped that thing on without a problem. And I gotta say, it tends to stand fairly well. I guess I shouldn't say that and knock it over. But he's got big wings. For the most part, I can just stand him up. Stand her up, I believe, actually. That's what I should be saying. Without any issues. So yeah, she does tip over if you're going to hit it. You know, they're not that bad. Especially for something with such big wings. So, but you could also, if you're worried about it, I think just slide her across. Oh, there's no reason to. The thing just pops right on. I don't think I was talking about. So anyway, here's that. Then here is the contraption that goes around it. Looks like it's supposed to have missiles and then a laser. And this piece actually, I think, does come apart. But I am not. Yeah. So you can unclip it. I don't think there's really a reason to. So, take the back piece off. Let's see here. Oh, it is pretty flexible, that's for sure. So just kind of put that on. I'm going to slide that over, and there you have Zoar and the missiles and the gun. Very basic, very 80s, that's for sure. But it does sit up there perfectly fine. It's these really soft, like rubber wings. Not really gonna have to worry about them. There's no bendy wire that I can feel through it, so I don't think it's gonna lose being bent or anything. All right, so now let's take a look at Teela, and here's our Origins Teela, and here is the new Teela. So I've mentioned before how I absolutely hate stands, but let's be honest, the female Motu figures a lot of times need stands because they just don't stand all that well. And as you can see, she just kind of falls over. Matter of fact, looking at that, I think one of her feet may be wrong. And I mentioned something about feet being wrong in our last video, and I was completely wrong. But this one, I don't know. It's hard to tell. You look at the boot, it looks like it should be cut over. It's easier to see in person. So, quickly, she gets almost 90 degree. Ooh, tight knee here. All right. Boot cut. Jean-Claude Van Damme. 90 degree bicep pose on both arms. No double joints. They're pinless. Wrist move. So let's pop this off here, and look here, and she has a completely new head sculpt. So new one has a ponytail. You can see her ears, the way her tiara or whatever that is goes down. It is a completely different shaped one. This one's much darker, this one's lighter, so clearly this is after she's been out in the sun for quite some time, battling Hordak or Zor, Skeletor. It's been a long day. And this one here is when she's nice and bright, and she's got nice yellow that pops, and her white outfit is not worn. But I gotta say, I do like this head sculpt more. Gives it more character, especially with the ponytail. So I do like that. I'm still confused or concerned about these legs. Something just doesn't seem right. Like maybe that's the reason why she's not standing. Something just doesn't seem right. I'm gonna have to look at these a little bit more closely. I don't know if anyone can see what I'm seeing. Everything seems a little, I don't know. And I'm having a hard time. Man, something is just not right here. There we go. I almost feel like I should start this video over, but that would defeat the purpose of... Alright, so maybe her boots were just in the wrong spot. It seems kind of odd, to be honest, but... Okay, so it looks like her boots maybe were just in the wrong spot. That one still looks like it's just wrong to me. I'm going to have to look at that a little bit closer when I get it off camera. So, here is her Origins shield, and this is her new shield. I thought they were a different color, but they look like they're almost the exact same. I think this one's a little bit lighter. Her staff is clearly two different colors. All right, this is a much brighter orange. This looks more like something Serpentor would have pulled off and plunged into Duke. Best thing Serpentor ever did. Then you have her snake armor, which is clearly a different color. And this one's actually formed. This one is formed different because it has to fit around her ponytail. So they actually did sculpt these differently, which is nice. it actually looks like this one might be a little bit, maybe a little bit bigger of a head. It's hard to say. They're both soft, but clearly they made it so that's going to fit right around her head. And this one does come with a sword. No paint apps. Very basic. Probably the reason why it's only $30 for a 2-pack like this. But I gotta say, I like the way this figure looks more than this one. Although this one definitely brings back the 1980s vibe. This one really pops. I just like this one. I think it looks really nice. I like the hair. I think it adds character to it. This kind of makes her head look really bunched up. But you can pop it on here. She's meant so she can kind of hold on to this. And then you can kind of suit her up. So, and because we have Zoar, I'm sure we'll be getting Saved by the Bell Screech. So, yeah, so that's how that goes on. It wraps around. No big deal. Or not no big deal. To be honest, it's nice. It's a good idea. I feel they did a pretty good job there. I never liked the snake armor, but I left it on her. I think I'll have one with it and one without. So, all right, let's wrap this up because I think you've heard me talk about Teela more than enough. All right, so that wraps up my Teela and Zoar 2-pack review. You know, I gotta say something. This is the original Teela that I had from the original Origins, and it didn't even dawn on me the paint that was completely off. Am I really touching her breasts? Yes, I am. It's completely missing, and I think maybe because I had the body armor on, I wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna have to go back and watch. I didn't even do a review on that. That's how, before I was doing reviews on the Master Universe, so that's probably why I didn't even notice. I bet I've never even taken that off. That's pretty bad. This is like Hasbro shit. Like, this way we're getting into Hasbro, those windowless boxes. So, I didn't mean to mention, like, clearly you can see on the boots they put some paint apps. I did look a little bit closer at the boots, and fortunately, it looks like just my eyes playing tricks on me. I don't think the boots are wrong. They look like, I think they're universal, but and it almost looks like it just cut off a little bit. But it is a nice 2-pack, especially if you don't have Teela yet. There's really no reason to spend extra money, get Teela. You're probably gonna spend the same amount to get Teela in the Origins as you would to get Teela in Zoar. And I know BBTS has them in stock right now. So, hey, if you're interested, definitely grab them. They're cool. I really do enjoy these Origins. I did a whole video a while back on how I think they are the best figures for parents and their kids. Just because of the nostalgia factor. I think it's weird. The nostalgia factor, how they have enough points of articulation that you can play with them, but they're pretty sturdy. They bounce, you can bounce them around. You don't have to worry about them. They're interchangeable, so they definitely are made to be swapped and customized. They're pretty cool, just like the original Motu stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'll post a link to the Facebook page, Punks with Toys, where you can comment on this if you want to there. The social medias, you know it, Twitter, Instagram, Punk with Toys. And once again, I'll mention it because it definitely helps out the analytics and helps out everyone else. Lets me know that you are enjoying what I'm putting out. And that is, hit the subscribe, like, and the bell notification. So I'm going to get out of here. And as I always say, have a wonderful night and happy toy hunting.